Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair and I'm helping you prepare for the CompTIA Security Plus exam. Don't forget to subscribe at the end of this video. So today we're talking about Domain 1 attacks, threats, and vulnerabilities, specifically social engineering. We had a part 1 of this video where we talked about different concepts within social engineering. That's my previous video, but today we're going to expand on those a little bit more. So we already talked about phishing, vishing, smishing, and pretexting, but today we're going to talk about spear phishing. And as a reminder, we're not talking about phishing as in catching a fish in a lake. We're talking about phishing, phishing. And spear phishing is a targeted attack of a phishing in which an attacker customizes their approach to a specific individual or organization. All right, the nomenclature for social engineering in this domain is very obvious. Spear phishing is targeting someone specific and deceiving them based on their curated desires. So what they're clicking on, what they're spending money on, any sort of research. If you work in cybersecurity, you know open source intelligence has a lot of info out there. So you can look up and you can find out a lot about somebody. So a spear phishing attack is when you are targeting someone specific. Spear phishing. Very logical. So it's a targeted approach. Attacker usually does some sort of research. Open source intelligence lets us in to see a lot of there's a lot of publicly available information basically. So the content is customized, the tactics are deceptive. As I said in my previous video, social engineering relies on human error. It relies on people falling for lies, and these hackers are smart. They're deceiving, they are pulling heartstrings, they are pulling you towards something that you care about. And I think humans generally believe in the goodness of people, so that they don't know that they're being tricked. That is deception. Duh. So the goal of the attack of a spear phishing attack can vary, but it often involves gaining access to sensitive information, credentials, or initiating a financial transaction. So spear phishing, clicking a link, targeted individual. That's what you got to know for Security Plus. Next, we're going to talk about dumpster diving. Very obvious, but this is something that will be brought up on the Security Plus exam. It's from Domain 1, and it refers to the practice of searching through trash or garbage to find items of value. So with information security and privacy, dumpster diving involves going through discarded materials, such as paper documents, computer equipment, or other items with the goal of obtaining sensitive or confidential information. So it's information retrieval. Maybe you're not jumping into a dumpster in the back of an organization, but a lot of times that is what people will do, and there is a lot of value. So if secure disposal isn't conducted properly, if people aren't getting rid of and shredding classified documentation or destroying computers that could be used, this is a huge vulnerability and companies are at risk. So dumpster diving is a form of attacking. It falls into Domain 1 and it will definitely be on the Security Plus exam. There's a lot of implications from a successful dumpster diving attack: identity theft, corporate espionage, threat to physical security, legal issues. It's a physical security issue that can have major repercussions. So to mitigate the risk, as I had said previous, individuals and organizations should adopt secure disposal practices, getting rid of things that are important in a proper way, implementing those policies, and informing employees on the importance of following said policies. So shredding documents or discarding and destroying computers or different electronic devices that could be useful, wiping data, physically destroying, etc. So there's a lot of ways to do this, but being aware is step 1. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about today is tailgating, following someone into a physical space. So this refers to if someone walks in, badges in, holds the door for the person behind them, and they don't badge in. There's definitely different iterations of this. There could be a security guard who just lets someone through. That's human error. Social engineering, human error. Tailgating is an interesting one because usually people are just being friendly. They're just being nice. Like, oh, can you hold the door? I'm carrying a bunch of different things. Hey, could you get that? And if you're an unsuspecting person, usually these people are smart. They're not going to wear ski masks and act like criminals. They're just going to look like, oh, your coworker Jane from down the hall. Like, oh, I don't think I recognize her, but she needed me to open the door. This is a strategy. And if you can get physical access into a facility, you can do major damage. You can do physical harm. You can steal confidential information. You can eavesdrop on things. Tailgating is a huge security risk, so mitigating it and implementing policies that nobody is allowed to follow anyone else in the door, even if you know the person, having that policy will protect you, because you don't know when people are getting fired. You don't know if people are dangerous, whatever. Everyone needs to just let themselves in and nobody else. Tailgating exploits the trust that people naturally have in others, which is what social engineering does in general. All right, so today we talked about social engineering. Once again, part 2 talked about spear phishing, tailgating, and dumpster diving. For part 1, we talked about the other phishing, smishing, vishing, and pretexting. This is all going to be on Security Plus Domain 1. Thanks for tuning into my video. Please don't forget to subscribe and have a great day. Bye.